straight to the Riverside guy. I think it was excellent play. We'd like to see a bit more of that possibly.
Is there any chance we can have an action replay of that bump by Dallas Wiles? He's coming off. No. He says, I'm tough, I'll go on with it. I'll go on with it.
Dallas is a bit uncomfortable at the moment. He's in a bit of pain from his injury last week, and I think the way he's putting it again is just unreal. That guy's been like it all year. Let's hope they have him back again next year, because we need that boy.
Yeah, to be in that much pain and put the body in as hard as Dallas does week in, week out, it's a mark of the man. So yeah, good effort there by Wiles.
Riverside going to a 22-point lead, 6 goals 6 to 2 goals 8 at the 20-minute mark of the second quarter. Playing very well against the Breeze.
And a gated tap. And there again, David Mardo's in a bit of pressure. Harvey's gets another quick kick out. Ferguson's pace might come in handy. No, another lucky bounce for Brighton, sets them up. Goes out to the wing. David Mardo under pressure, holds his ground very well. Critter's out there by himself. If he gets it out quickly, Critter's the man on the wing.
I think he's going to find Smithy.
He's kicked it into... Well, Dave Austin probably didn't quite sum up the situation quite quick enough.
Well done, Chad. He could find him.
Craig Smith's still in there. He's strong enough to get his way out of it. And the skills of kicking around. Crimmer's done.
Ground Dave
Austin's locked this up.
Left foot. Sinks it long to Bruce Wiggins.
Wiggins is in. Good effort there by Craig Smith there with the body. Get back in there and he got the ball again. Good stuff.
He's doing it again, Craig.
Yeah, and Austin's come down again to feature in that play, so he's starting to find his way into the game a little bit.
He's a dangerous man on that wing, Davey Austin. If they let him, give him an
It's a goal to Wiggs. That's a goal.
I think we'll hear all about that goal tonight. Wiggins, traditionally a backman, he will love that. He'll remember that for a fair while.
I can see his counterpart down there, David Cracky, jumping up and down. He's just done a somersault. I think he's put a few screamers on that one, I'm saying. Well done, Cracky, well done.
Yeah, so Riverside just starting to take a little bit more control of this game.
So Riverside, 7 goals 6, 48, lead Brighton, 2 goals 8, 20. A very handy 28-point lead at the 8 minutes to go. So what does that tell me? How much play, Joe?
I'll say that 22
22 minutes, correct. There's Critter again, in on the ball.
In strong.
For a man who hates training, he covers that much ground in a game. He just runs on guts, I believe.
There's 20 guys out there hate training.
No, I think Harv's loved it.
Yes, but Critter's one of those that believes you can't train on an empty stomach, and that's where the Export Super Chill comes in. He trains very well on that fuel. Pressure's in on there again. Marty stands his ground. Another slightly lucky bounce for Brighton, but he had the strength to carry it through. Mark Evans spalls well. Out towards the boundary. Mal Carpenter's in there fighting hard. Pressure, Mal Carpenter. He's done it again.
Beautiful play, Mal Carpenter.
The training in the last 4 weeks has been really low profile. No one's really got excited. They just got down to the task, done their job, and it's shown in the last few games. I think if we get away with it today and win this game, they'll all let it out tonight, the lads.
Yeah, I think it'll be a big couple of days for the boys.
Oh, there's guts by Marty.
Well done, Marty Martinovic. He's committed to
backed up again. And he's got nose. Go them umpires. What's he called that? A throw? Hang it on.
Smithy.
Oh, it's over his head.
So it's got to be
Right, centre half forward, he going for the low pass and he finds him.
Just a bit loose there from the side. They can't celebrate those goals for too long. Being a grand final, we want to be as many up as we can. We're not in this for the fun of it. We want to be in front by as many as we can at the half-time break.
It's about 30 yards out, slight angle. He should pop this straight through the middle if he's any good.
We have a scheme on this, John?
Lines up. No, I don't know the lad. I won't back this guy.
Yeah, okay, I'll have a
I was going to back that lad in for it, but John didn't have the courage to back against it. So that's one they've got back. Riverside now, it's fairly important that they put one nail back in just to let them know he's in control of this game.
That whittles the lead down. It's only 22 points now at the 24-minute mark of the second quarter. 7 goals, 6, 48 to 3 goals, 8, 26.
Harvey in a bit of a jostling match there with a lad from Brighton. Obviously some intelligent tactics from the high with the fat man with the low IQ that coaches that side.
They obviously get that from the play players. They come from that way. They're not real smart that way.
They've done well to get that out there.
Oh, good. Lovely pass to Austin.
Oh, Austin
Plays on straight
he's under
away.
pressure, but he's kicked it up. And it's
Critter back in
very
there.
courageous, but he's given Critter 50, but that won't be the first or last 50 Critter gives away in his career, but he likes to let him know he's around the
Certainly
place.
not the first.
I think Harv's talked the umpire to give him the 50.
Oh, he's out by himself. He's a mile out here. Very fortunate for Riverside. Get it out wide.
Hands out to Hollywood.
Yep, and there he is.
Hollywood looks for Critter on the wing. Beautiful pass.
Critter,
Look
Critter,
at that.
Critter will make amends here. He'll pop it over to
the top.
Marty.
No, he won't.
Marty should keep working. No,
He's gone for the boundary line.
So we're on the right
Beautiful
half
kick
of
to
it.
touch. Worked wonders watching that rugby league final last week for Critter. Aimed for that boundary line, 30 yards away.
I still think it's that chilled filter that he's been sacking on the last month or so.
Craig Smith doing the jostling in there in the ruck position. Critter once again gets in with the body. Harvey under pressure does well to back in and cut the ball.
Look long halves. Look at that
Critter's
ground
on
that
his
Critter's
right.
covering again.
We'll just show him the ball there just to make it a bit
He's
teasing.
fine
Ferguson, and the pass is superb.
Spot on.
Marty's got the pace, he'll centre the ball. Now, is Kaminsky going to get there? No. Oh, that's a nice. Oh, yeah, you had to play that one, I'm afraid.
He controlled it well,
He must have been fairly certain. The three
was caught
commentators.
out of a little bit of position.
Well, Austin's done well. He's turned around at the opportune moment, and the ball's just
Austin will
comes
put
in.
this up.
No, he's found Marty again. Marty Howe, just finding a couple of little spaces
He
out
gets
there.
around first one, gets around the second
Oh,
one,
he's-
he was over.
Afraid he,
Holding the man. Oh no, the umpire. He's made it blue. That was holding the man.
yeah, Marty probably looking for the big white sticks there. Only handball in the last moment. Put Ferguson under pressure.
I did mean to say
Oh,
hold the ball. Here
Ferguson.
comes Ferguson. Looks for handball over the top.
Pressure, good pressure.
Well, it slams him. Gives him a body slam.
Just a tad late with the tackle there, Ferguson. Probably a little bit frustrated over the lateness of gathering that handball in the
Well, I
last
think if you're going to
play.
make him earn it, you make him earn it.
Yeah, well, there was no 50 involved,
It's
so
probably,
it was a good play.
it's probably the quote of the week, Joe. We'll probably play that. If you're going to make him earn him, you've got to make him earn him. I might use that later. Oh, and another good, this number 26 hasn't got a bad pair of hands. You might have to leave him underneath a pair of sprigs in the next pack, I think. Yates is
It's Critter again, I know.
His name's Yates, actually, so he might be a bit of a gardener, so he might have his hands in the soil a bit, so Critter might just accidentally go over and do a bit of tilling in the soil.
Put his number 10 straight on his hands.
He'd have to wear 4 pair of socks to wear number 10's Critter, but they've got the ball Brighton on the wing. They've kicked it in towards the half-forward flank. Now Carpenter will come over, score as well. Possum just there guarding that boundary line, making sure that no offensive action was taken by Brighton.
Over all the years, it's great to see Possum out there.
Yes.
Simon's been a backstay of the Bees for years and years, and now he's finally got his chance in a grand final in the A grade.
Yes, too right, and the man's commitment's never been questioned. So Brighton with the ball between forward pocket and half-forward flank.
We've got
Big
a
chap.
couple of loose guys in the centre here, Brighton. So I want to pick them up. Number 9 here in the
Yes.
middle.
Well picked up, John. The wall should be formed by Riverside. We've done what was your sentence. Oh, beautiful play then. I think that was...
Clarkey, was it?
no, it's Kerry Hanley. He's done well. Critter's gone for the boundary and he's succeeded. No, good work. Well picked up too, John. Kerry Hanley, body over the ball, committed player, and one with very many skills.
He's dropping back now to centre half forward. Mark Evans has gone to full back, and Kerry Hanley's moved out to centre half back.
22's Cox player's got a bit of ability too. And it's Hollywood's got the ball again, and he just put off as he was about to kick, so only gained about 5 yards. Kerry Hanley again, the committed body. Off he goes, the racehorse with the red hair. He's in again. He's done well. He's done well, Kerry. He's still facing 3 of them, and he's battling away. About time some support came out there. Blokes are going back there, judgment there.
Pick up those guys in the middle. Dallas Fire.
Dallas Files, he'll be cool under pressure.
Find someone he looks
And
for.
he's done well. He's found Hollywood again.
Hollywood, get on the Smithy, get on the
Smith's by himself.
Oh, kick on the
Marty Harron, he can go for an absolute run. He can go for a marathon. Craig Smith, let a bit of a hand on his side there, a bit of a shepherd. He will catch him if he doesn't get rid of it. Oh, he's put it up nicely, it's coming around. Oh, the second poster for this, but what an excellent catch of play for Riverside. Dallas Wiles again starting that off. What a great
Chasing
strike.
Marty, the number 32. I think he's just thought he's done the Port Adelaide to Brighton fun run, hasn't he?
Yeah, he looks like he's done that, or he's just drank a bottle of port that was too
I
hot.
think he drank a bottle of port last night.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Marty's got the ball again, and he's very close. Yeah, no, I think Marty,
Again.
I think he might have dropped that over the line. I think I've got to go with the man in the white for once in my days. So I think Marty might have just snuck over the white line.
That's criminal. That's criminal.
It's a pity because the goal was almost a certainty with Kaminsky up there 20 yards out. You've got to come in there, David Austin. He's probably not back in his judgment at this stage. And Hollywood's under pressure. Oh, he's done well. He's done beautifully well. The handball's well. Possum, and he's kicked it right into number 16 for. And he's the butler. So we were going to go forward, but the butler did it. He stopped us. Critter's in now. He'll find a bit of body there to hit. Dallas again, he's summed that situation up. Once again we have the ball, and a little bit unlucky just at the final throw. So scores from JD.
Riverside, 7 goals, 7, 49 points. Lead Brighton, 3 goals, 8. It's a very handy 23-point lead going in at the half-time break.
I think it's your shout for the Coca-Cola, JD.
Okay, at the break, goal scorers for that quarter, we have Craig Smith with a great goal, Troy Hames with that smart left footer, and Brucey Wiggum with that great mark in the goal square.
Bit of control. Perhaps at times we've got to mop up a little bit.
Camera, guys, camera.
Is this my best side? I'm not sure I have one. Joe?
Sponsored by Super.
And
okay, so I think what we'll do now is we'll probably go down and have
I think it's your shout for the Coca-Cola, JD.
Okay.
We might go down to the Riverside Club.
Break here, and we'll come back with the start of play for the third quarter.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right. See you guys.
Let's go do it.
The best player. I have to say killer until he went off. Critter? Or Critter? Killer?
We have to pick it, like, grand final next week. We've got to be more mix or something, like, not best players, you want to say, well, so far, what's his name's been good at that, someone's been good at that, someone's done a good shepherd, give them all momentum, I think. Are we on here?
Yes, we are, Joe. We're on here.
Start spreading the news.
I'm leaving today. Well, just a bit of an update from down the Riverside Rooms. Big Killer, the ruckman, who started off very well, has been taken from the ground. He has got what our medicos have described as a mangled finger. So his resumption to the game is doubtful. So one would hope that the big fella and Shane Lawson can shoulder that sort of work. Big Craig Smith up forward's got an added duty now, being really the only tall bloke up forward. So he's got to shoulder a lot of responsibility up in the forward line. I was just about to pick my nose, but I see out of the corner of my eye that they're standing this way, and it could be a bit embarrassing in daytime viewing. Thoughts of best players from my cohorts, JD?
My best players so far, Critter is roaming the ground at will, picking up kicks at will. Always does something with the ball. Until Killer went off, Killer was getting his hands on every ball that went up in the air. Fergie's been playing well. He's trapped the ball and runs with it. He's got electrifying pace. He would give most players in the club a run for their money. Marty Howie, he did break free in that last half of that second quarter. And if only he could finish those kicks off for goal, he would have had 3 goals on the board for himself. Dave Austin, I feel, is working into it as well. We need a bit more up forward from Crimmer and Troy. If they can get their hands on the ball and score, we'll be in here.
Joe, any thoughts on special players?
I just think our backline's really kept us in this game. Marty Martinovic, Mount Carpenter, those guys running through the backline, Kerry Hanley, like they're breaking the play, they're breaking up the lines, and I think them guys have actually kept us in this game and put us this far in front.
Yeah, I agree. A couple of special efforts I thought from those lads in the back lines. Was one incident in particular, or probably 2. Marty came through, not the heaviest build player on the field, but came crashing through and took a player out on the wing on the grandstand side, and Kerry Hanley, who twice in a row went through with sheer determination and beat off more than 2 or 3 opponents. So that's the sort of things that holds teams together. So
young Damien Clark always gets put on one of their better players.
Here we go. The Premiership Court.
He's had a good game.
Big Chad's taken the first tap. Dallas has broken through with power and pace. He puts it up for Kraminsky, and Kraminsky hasn't let him down. He's swung down, he's found Critter, and Critter's going to be in trouble. Critter's taken it off hands, fed it through. Troy's got to get it over again. Oh, and I think he can mark this one down. It's gone through to Austin. And Dallas Wiles, the capitalist of all that. Big Chad in the centre, of course, getting his hands to the ball. But Dallas breaking through with determination and pace.
I don't think you put Dallas in the class that Caskin wouldn't be playing out there today. He's got a lot of going in there.
The man's suffering a great deal today. And
he looked like he was entering a motocross derby the way he was strapped up in there. He had a motorbike belt around his waist.
No, you can't take the courage away from that man. He's startling. And some of the other play that went through there, the Kraminsky, the vision that went through there, the Pedersen that found the Troy Hams that found the Dave Austin. That's what wins grand finals. People that feel and work with each other. I don't mean feel with each other because that's the sort of stuff Don Scott usually coaches.
Speaking of feeling,
for doing that.
Speaking of feeling, I saw Michael, our trainer, giving John Harvey a rub on the groin in there. I was a bit worried.
Well, apparently it was no big thing anyway, so we'll get that kind of a game. It's a big Shane now at the centre bounce, and up he goes again. Oh, and Shane again, a big pat forward. David Marlow gets a hand to it, feeds it through again. David Marlow.
Here's Crimmer.
Crimmer's he cannot. That is ludicrous. He held his ground with his arm, not with his elbow or anything, and he's been penalised, and I think it's very, very harsh.
Those umpires going.
I went into the
This could be a good game.
the Brighton change rooms at half time. The coach was saying they should be playing in front. They don't want the ball hard enough. He said something like, just because we can't read or write doesn't mean we shouldn't be able to play football.
Yeah, they should be playing in front of a bunch of gorillas. It's 3 frees. The umpires have
All in a row.
Yeah.
Is he trying to even the game? That's a free to Chad, surely.
I think they almost had to pay that one. Oh, and Chad's looked toward the centre, found Dallas, who's going to be under the gun. Pressure, Brighton gets the handball clear, but Manchester will tackle. Oh, there's one running free out wide. Oh, they poked it through in good. Oh, it's a throw. That's got to be a throw. Unbelievable stuff. Simon Manchef, courageous stuff. Howie, Kerry Hanley, they're in there working hard. Now Carpenter.
There's pressure out there. There's pressure.